My boyfriend's dad walked in on me naked on the toilet. Firstly, I'm mortified. I want to cocoon myself deeply until I am no more. So pretty self-explanatory. I, 23 female, go over to my boyfriend's, 26 male, house, which he lives at his parents' house, but in the basement that has an outside door that leads to the backyard, and a bathroom that has a door connecting to his bedroom, and a door connecting to the hallway that leads to the backyard door. His other family members live upstairs, and his parents, 46 female, 50 male, live in a bus they have renovated on the property, which doesn't have a bathroom. I have a great relationship with his family. They're both really great, and we're all pretty close. Both my BF and I are pretty busy and have chaotic schedules, so I go over usually pretty late at night and will watch TV, cuddle, have playtime, etc. It's about midnight. We just finished having playtime. I'm naked, and I walk to the bathroom door, turn the light on, and the really loud fan. Do my thing like usual, and then the door that leads to the hallway, which faces directly in front of the toilet, starts to open, and everything happens. So quickly, I lean up to try to close it, bare naked boobs out and just completely vulnerable. Then, wham, it opens. We meet eyes with a moment of complete deer in headlights, shock on both ends, and I nervously laugh as he profusely apologizes, while I can't stop laughing and repeating, "It's okay, it's okay." The embarrassment floods over me, and now I am deceased, never to face my BFS dad again. How can I look him in the eyes now? I hope things aren't weird now. I'm hoping this becomes something we laugh about years from now. Edit. To clarify, my BF rents out the entire basement of the house, and no one typically uses this bathroom unless it is an emergency. I wasn't walking around naked. This was directly after we had playtime, and the bathroom connects to the bedroom. Also, his parents don't live in the house. They live in a bus on the property. Lastly, for those of you judging him for living at home still, this is quite normal where we live. Rent and owning a home in this area is basically impossible. So most people between 18 to 35 live at home still. We live in one of the most expensive places in the US.
I feel financially trapped in my relationship. I, 25 male, have been dating my current girlfriend, 26 female, for a little under 4 years, and I'm just not happy anymore. It's nothing they've done. It's just, I think I fell out of love, and emotionally we're not compatible. I'm living with them currently. We have 3 dogs together. 2 are mine, 1 is hers. We're both in a lot of debt and can't afford to move out on our own. Financially, I'd feel like I'm messing her over if I decided to end things. I haven't told her that I've been feeling this way for about a year, but how could I? I'd rather lie to her and let her live in this fantasy that we're in this happy relationship. I don't want to have her be worrying about homelessness. I need to make sure she'll be in a good spot before I leave. My father left when I was a kid, and seeing the stress of bills my mother went through was horrible. It's something I physically can't let happen to her. I recently got a job that's paying me a good amount more. My current plan is to claw myself out of debt, help her clear out her debt, then end things. However long that takes, I'll just keep pretending we're still doing good together until then. That way we're both in better financial positions. It's not healthy, I understand this, but what other options do I have? I've been eating Temptation's cat treats and my family has no idea. I recently became aware of the wonderful flavors in the Temptation's cat treats, including the seafood medley and the chicken, beef, and turkey mix-ups variety packs. I refuse to stop and will not be judged by anyone for doing what I love. The crunchiness and soft chewy centers really hit the spot. I'll even occasionally dip into some garlic aioli sauce if I want to eat fancy. I figure it's a great way to save money as well, so I'm going to continue since it's economically sound, and I don't believe there's any harm that we know of, and at just 2 calories per treat it might be healthier than normal food. I did once add the treats to a chili recipe and everyone that ate it loved the meal, So I've considered opening a small business that caters in either exclusively or partly cat treat-themed meals so more people can enjoy this unique flavor combination that for some reason is forbidden. I don't like being a mom, and I'm becoming resentful of my husband. Throwaway account because my husband knows my account. I recently had a baby. She's adorable and I love her, and I hate being a mom. I'm currently on maternity leave, and my husband just started a new job. I've tried to explain to him how exhausting it is to always be her caregiver, minus the hour or two in the evening that he takes care of her before handing her back to me to take care of for the night and the entire day until we repeat the cycle. He even does this on his days off. I guess I thought on his days off he might help me at night a bit since he didn't have to work the next day, but he refuses and says he can't really help more because he needs a steady routine to get used to his new schedule, and helping at night would throw him off that schedule. I'm starting to become resentful of him in this new mother role that I'm in. I always thought I would be a good mom, and that it would be so easy to bond to my child, but having this little one here has taken such a toll on my mental and physical health, and the lack of sleep isn't helping. I look down at this little girl, and no matter how happy I am, I can't help but be a little resentful for the loss of my old life. I miss my individuality, my body, my sleep. I miss being a person. I love her, and I take care of her. I'm not neglecting any of my duties as a parent or leaving her unattended, but I feel like I'm on autopilot a lot of the times. I know this is selfish. I should want nothing more than to sacrifice anything and everything for my family, for her and my husband, but I just feel so worn out. I'm just so tired.
I found out my mom is having an affair with my dad's cousin. I, 21 female, found out yesterday that my mom has been having an affair with my dad's cousin. Her Facebook was logged in on my phone, so I was about to remove her account when I saw text notification from my dad's cousin. I know they have friendly relations, so at first I didn't think anything, but it felt off. So I opened the chat. Then there it was. My mom has been meeting him and going out with him whenever she goes out at morning to jog and exercise, which is almost every day. My whole world came crashing down at that moment. I couldn't see much. As it turns out, my mom deletes chats after finishing the conversation every single time. But it was clear it wasn't just a friendly conversation. The thing is, my dad is violent and very controlling. He used to hit my mom ever since I was small, and he had affairs too. I come from a very conservative society, so they ended up just staying together for the kids, and my mom depends upon my dad, so she couldn't leave, and moving out after turning 18 isn't normal here. So I've always felt stuck in this house. My dad doesn't like my mom going out with friends or talking with people. So my mom has always felt unloved and controlled in this marriage. I told her multiple times to divorce him, but she says she can't cause she depends on my dad, and my brother is small. After finding out about her affair, I don't know what to do. I feel so betrayed and helpless. Their marriage has affected me a lot growing up, and I couldn't even tell them that I need professional help. But now I feel like my life just fell apart. I don't know if I should confront her and tell her to stop this, or just feign ignorance for the sake of my relationship with Mom. My brother is still so young, so I don't want to do something that ends up affecting him as well. But all this is just too much for me to handle now. I have no idea what is a right thing to do at this moment. So, should I confront her and tell her that I know about her affair, or just act like I know nothing? I hooked up with a celebrity. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but I'll say this much. He has played in a great fantasy series in the recent years and is in his early 40s. It was actually very nice, I have to admit. Of course, I knew him and have watched a show he was starring in. And well, we met in a club in London. We were both kind of wasted and made out by the toilets, and then went to his apartment or hotel. I don't think he's living there. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but let me say that this man is skilled with his finger. And one other thing, he is, at least to some extent, a bottom. It was a kind of surreal experience, and I felt like such a main character the entire time, ha. But it was really interesting, and I enjoyed it. I was aware that it was a one-time thing, but he was good company and also treated me very nicely afterwards. Can only recommend